Welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube. My name is Teresa, but you can call me Cat. Doing card of the day. I'm using the Legacy of the Divine Tarot here. I'm wearing my hat because I have a horrible crown headache. And I had seen on Balmy Spirit channel sometimes Roden will wear her hoodie if she's got too much crown pressure, and I was like, I'm gonna try that. Right, so I put on some crown chakra music and I put my hat on, and it actually is helping. My head does not hurt. I also did not get enough sleep, but I was afraid of getting stuck in like a quadruple REM session and not getting up until 2 or 3 in the afternoon like I did yesterday, and I didn't want that lifestyle. I was supposed to go somewhere today, but then we canceled, so running out to get necessities is happening on a different day, which is good because I did not get enough sleep or have enough brain power to drive today. So I got my hat on, and it seems to be working because now my crown doesn't hurt as much. I have like an eyeball headache because I'm tired, but I can function now. I don't like wearing hats. I don't like having stuff on my head. That being said, I wear my hair clip a lot, but I don't like having hats on, but it feels alright right now. It's like if it's too warm and I've got socks on, I gotta take them off because I can't breathe. I'm also wearing one of my shirts today, the Geomancy. Okay, so I have cleared and shuffled these and then shuffled them more while I was talking. So I'm going to go ahead and get a card. I had a certain card that popped into my head. I don't know if it's going to come out. I had one drop out when I was shuffling, and I think I know what it was. I think it was the 9 of Cups. But let's see what comes out. I was like really distracted trying to arrange my hat for the camera because I just kind of slopped it on any old way. And it was bothering me because my hair looked like this side of my hair looked longer than the other side, and I was like, what the hell, man? It doesn't look right. Not like I should really care, but sort of a little bit of an OCD moment. I did not make this hat. My friend made it for me. I gave her $50 because she deserved it. I love it. Okay. 6 of Wands inverted. I believe this came out... Yeah, this came out in the challenge position in my weekly overview. I don't... Was it on... It might have been on today's pile, even. It might have been on the Thursday pile. In fact, I think it was. So, go back to... It's in my Energy Reports playlist, but it should be like a few videos back if you just go to the main part of my page here. The weekly overview for the 11th to 17th. I'm pretty sure this card came out in the challenge position for today. So today's the 15th. So we're dealing with 10 a completion, 15 the devil, and 20, which is judgment, twice. So it's 10, 15, 20. We're having increments of 5, so there's a lot of shifting. But it's not... marker on my hand. I wrote on a plastic bag and then smeared it on my hand. By accident. So 5 is something that's... I mean, it can be a conflict number. It's also that cosmic download Hierophant number, which is called guidance in, I think, the Syrian starseed. And now I'm thinking that that looks a lot like the smoky mirror image, because I think it's a bodhisattva, both in guidance and in the smoky mirror. And oh, no, the smoky mirror came out in George Michael, and then guidance, I believe, was on Sunday or Monday in the weekly reading. So we have those fives there. It can be conflict, like inner conflict, exterior conflict, but it's also I'm changing direction, I'm pivoting. This character, I know it doesn't show up that well on here, but you can Google Legacy of the Divine Tarot, Six of Wands, and you get a better look at that. Eventually I'm going to have a better webcam, but I need income first. The character is wearing an outfit that looks comically too large for them. It's like if you have a small character in a video game and then you like find or buy armor and it's like the more expensive kind, but it doesn't fit right. And this is coming in inverted. It's like I'm getting unseated from my horse. Now, oh my God, Six of Wands, Jupiter and Leo. But I'm hearing Mercury retrograde, which is weird. Sagittarius South Node. Oh, okay, I'm being unseated from my horse. Everything's going south. There's a lot of, like, anger and unrest. I'm feeling it. I know some other people are feeling it. A lot of people get really angry during Mercury retrograde because stuff stops working. The problem is, we spend most of our times on electronic equipment right now. And especially mobile devices and laptops more than desktops are affected by the Mercury retrograde. And the angrier you get, the more the device is affected by the energy. It's like putting a magnet next to it. It's gonna, it's like putting a magnet next to a cassette tape. Taking some chances there. This is usually like victory and accolades and like, look at me, I'm famous, you slimes. But here it's like you're not only being forced to change the direction you're heading, but you're being abruptly tossed off your horse, and the energy is kind of like, what the fuck, man? Like, WTF, mate? And it's not going to be as dramatic for everybody, but what's interesting is that there's still Saturn energy. Jupiter is in Capricorn right now. Saturn is in Capricorn right now. I think Pluto is the other one that's in Capricorn right now. So that devil energy is, especially because it's 3 5s, it's like each of those planet is holding, okay, planets, as if I knew how to do plurals in English. Each of those 3 planets is like holding on to a number 5. They're either going to be in combat, like anger, or there's a pivot happening. It's almost like it's like in order to navigate those energies, it's like being in a pinball machine or trying to set up a shot in a pool table. So though they might be in conflict, there's a pivot that's happening at a certain angle. So what the energy is doing, even though there might be anger involved, is it's shifting the perspective. It's like, what's happening over here? Well, I don't know, let me pivot and see what's happening over here. And then let me pivot and see what's happening over here. So, that's somewhat of the energy. And again, there's this idea that there's a little bit of it that's like not really by choice. And, I have like 3 different things going on in my head at once. One of them is that Leo inverted, Sun inverted is moon energy, and we have that new moon for the 16th, although depending on where it is, it might be starting tonight. So new moon within the next 24 hours or so. And what were the other 2 things? There's an aspect of ego as well, and then there was a 3rd thing, but I don't remember what it was now. The bottom of the deck is the star inverted, so that's Uranus retrograde. Breaks down to an 8, which is strength, which is also Leo inverted. So what does Leo inverted mean? Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. I'm getting this sensation of, like, no matter what I do, it's not good enough. Every time I think I'm about to cross the threshold, it's like I have to prove myself all over again. It's that your princess is in another castle energy. You know, like victory is mine, and then it's like, ah, dang it. And again, with all those pivots, there's this idea of I'm shifting my perspective, and that comes in with the Uranus energy. That there's this idea of everything, you're like the ground is shifting beneath you, and you have to adaptive. You have to adapt creative solutions to the situation in terms of consciousness. But the retrogrades are sort of it feels like being pulled backwards, like dragged by the collar. Your like feet grinding into the dirt. It's like in the end of the movie Constantine, if you haven't seen it, the Keanu Reeves there and Tilda Swinton. Oh, it's that guy that plays the devil. I know what his name is, I just can't think of it. Oh, the devil. Speak of the devil. Maybe it's on the DVD. Let me see. It's gonna bother me if I can't remember what that guy's name is. Peter Stormare, that's what his name is. Peter Stormare. Is there a picture of him? No, there's no pictures. It's just the okay. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, but this movie has been out for a while now. When the hell did it? It's been out for, oh, speak of the devil, 15 years. So, so he thinks that he's won. He thinks that he's defeated Constantine. And it's sort of a ruse because Constantine character has, I mean, he slit his wrists because he knew that the devil would come up to collect him. And in doing so, he was like, I've got your attention. Look what's going on in the other room. I don't think you're going to like what you see. You know, because his son was acting all a complete ass and causing trouble, which is ego. And the reason I'm talking about that is because it's part of that Uranus retrograde energy of coming up with solutions. And also in this sort of hopeless situation of being able to shift your perspective in order to come up with sort of like a eureka moment, which would actually flip this the other way. You know, it's sort of like I'm not even going to think about where this is going to take me in the universal flow of energy. This like new idea that's kind of jumped down into my head is somehow I know it's the right thing to do. I'm not saying anything else. I think I should stop because this is a card of the day and I already did a week overview and I've got a headache still and I mean my crown isn't throbbing, but like the rest, like it still hurts in my head from not sleeping enough and getting up too early. So if you haven't watched that weekly overview, and if you're feeling extra saucy, check out the George Michael channeling, because there's a lot of talk about addiction and changing timelines. Alright, so if you want to get a personal reading, you can hit me up there, thecatcamebackatcamp@gmail.com. If you want to help contribute to my channel, energy exchange, hit that tip jar there, paypal.me/CATtheMinion. I also have Cash App and Venmo. I don't remember if I just said it or not, but the complete list of readings I have and how much they cost is in the description box of my infomercial video, which is linked below. I've been working on merch on Cafe Press. I've been fixing some of the prints on my DeviantArt. I'm going to continue to work on that. I've been posting some art show videos. I just did a new stuffed animal. I did videos for my Amazon publishing things. I've got 2 coloring books and a poetry book. And I just redid my catalog. I added another page of items. I updated the little descriptions. So that's all revised. It's got a new URL for the PDF. And to get that, you just email me, because I haven't found anywhere to stick it yet. It's at a Google Drive document, so or the PDF is a whatever. I got a headache. It's there. Just email me for it. And I'm still planning on doing individual horoscopes for November. I kind of should start those as soon as possible. I'm going to be doing ancestral overviews for those, so stay tuned for that sometime soon. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment. Check out my playlists tab, my discussion tab, and stay groovy, and we'll see you later. Bye.